Today we are discussing the interview questions and answers for AWS Solutions Architect Professional SAP. You can download the complete list of AWS based questions from the link provided in the description. Our interview question based on AWS SAP is: what is the AWS well-architected framework and how do you apply it? Your answer should be: the AWS well-architected framework provides best practices for building secure, high-performing, resilient, and efficient infrastructure in AWS. It consists of 5 pillars: operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, and cost optimization. To apply it, you assess your workload against these pillars and implement best practices accordingly. Our next interview question is: how does AWS CloudTrail help with security and compliance? Your answer should be: AWS CloudTrail provides a record of actions taken by a user role or AWS service in your AWS account, capturing API calls and related events. It helps with security analysis, resource change tracking, compliance auditing, and troubleshooting. Our next interview question is: what is the difference between Amazon ECS and Amazon EKS? Your answer should be: Amazon ECS, that is Elastic Container Service, is a fully managed container orchestration service for Docker containers, while Amazon EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service, is a fully managed Kubernetes service for deploying, managing, and scaling containerized applications using Kubernetes. Our next interview question is: how do you secure data at rest and in transit in AWS? Your answer should be: data at rest can be secured using encryption mechanisms like AWS Key Management Service KMS for server-side encryption or client-side encryption using AWS SDKs or third-party libraries. Data in transit can be secured using SSL/TLS protocols, AWS Direct Connect, or VPN connections. Our next interview question is: explain the difference between AWS Code Pipeline and AWS Code Deploy. Your answer should be: AWS Code Pipeline is a continuous integration and continuous delivery CI/CD service that automates the build, test, and deployment phases of your release process. AWS Code Deploy automates application deployments to Amazon EC2 instances, on-premises instances, or serverless Lambda functions. Our next interview question is: what is AWS Lambda Layers? Your answer should be: AWS Lambda Layers are a way to centrally manage code and data shared across multiple Lambda functions. Layers can contain libraries, custom runtimes, or other dependencies, allowing you to avoid duplicating code across functions. Our next interview question is: how do you handle disaster recovery in AWS? Your answer should be: disaster recovery in AWS involves using services like Amazon Route 53 for DNS failover, Amazon S3 for data backup, and replication across regions. Amazon RDS multi-agent deployment and creating disaster recovery DR runbooks and performing regular DR testing. If you are preparing for any AWS-based certifications, you can download the complete list of valid, tried and tested questions and answers from the link provided in the description below.